Well, the wife came out to go to work today, and she said the Jeep wouldn't start. So she stole my truck. But that's all right. Somebody's got to go to work around here. All right, dash lights come on. Oh, I heard the engine start to crank, and now everything's just flashing. That's no good at all. So if you see the dash lights flickering like that when you go to start it, don't keep trying to start it. It's not great for the car. What's good about these Jeeps is they don't have a locking hood, and they don't have an internal latch, so you can open them from the outside. There's no latch release inside the Jeep, so it just has a little safety catch here. So we can just go down to the shopping center and just grab a battery out of another Jeep if we're quick about it. Here's our battery. Looks like 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter. Yep, down there that's 10 millimeters too. I've been putting dude on a little bit of a diet, but I can see that he's supplementing it. Here's a little tool set we did a review of earlier. We need an extension, another extension. We'll grab the 10 millimeter. And we're not even gonna bother with the peasant wrench. Okay, we're gonna do our negative first, so that if we touch the frame by accident, we don't go shorting out the car. The negative is grounded to the frame. So if you go putting your wrench over there and you touch the frame, you're gonna throw sparks. It could ruin the computer. So pull our lead off, tuck it back there so it's not touching. Now we can do our hot or positive. All right, now let's grab an extension. Now needing an extension is nothing to be embarrassed about, guys. All right, so now let's grab our little side clamp here. I'll just set that on the fender here. Now this is where you grunt real loud as you try to pull this thing out of there. But if there's ladies around, you gotta try to look cool. You know, I just curl this out of here. It's no big deal. Okay, you want to have a nice organized shop. You know, over here we got the Schumacher battery charger here. If you want a fast one, it needs to be, you want to square this with the edge of the table and then square the battery with it to satisfy your OCD, your selective OCD. So here we go. Let's hook that up, that up. All right, looks like we're getting 10.7 volts. This battery is kaput. Now, if you go to look at my battery rant video, this says battery warranties are a scam or something like that. You'll see that I tell you to buy the cheapest battery at Walmart. Okay, so look, this one isn't. And I bought this one about a year ago. It's the Everstart Maxx. Now, the reason why I didn't buy the cheapest one at the time was they didn't have it, and I didn't want to run all over town. So I just grabbed whatever they had. It happens to be their El Primo battery here. 822. It's now December of 23. So it lasted a year and 4 months. Yeah, if we take a look here, we have 3 years for a replacement. Now that sounds like a good thing because I'm gonna get covered on this battery here, but it's not really that great of a thing. And the reason why it's not that great is I've already paid for 2 batteries. This is twice as much as the cheap one. So we saw that this only had like 10 something volts. Well, I can't take it into Walmart like this because they're gonna say, oh, we have to put it on the charger before we can test it. And I get to just hang out at Walmart for like 6 hours, right? They'll finally say, yeah, it's bad, and then they'll swap it out for another one. Well, the issue is if I'd have bought the cheapest one, I could just go in there and go, here's the core, let me have another one, and I'd be out the same amount of money buying 2 of the cheap ones over the course of 3 years as I would this one here for twice as much. So yeah, they're giving me a warranty, but I've already paid for the battery. So warranties are not free, guys. I personally think warranties are basically scams. I try not to warranty anything. I try to just self-warranty, and if you do that on enough things in your life, you come out ahead, right? Because you just, whatever money that this would have been a warranty for, put that in the bank. Something happens with the battery, I just pay for it myself. It's way more convenient that way because I don't have to get approved for a warranty. I don't have to kiss anybody's butt. I just walk in there, slam the piece of crap on the counter, get the exact same one, walk out, I'm good. What we're gonna have to do before we take this to Walmart is we're gonna have to pop it on the charger. It's currently at 3% charge. So that's amazing. 1 year, 4 months old, completely dead. Didn't do any better than the El Cheapo. So I personally don't think they're constructed much different. I think you're just buying the you're buying the spare battery in advance. Being stranded here without the truck or the Jeep, I decided to take this, my old U-Haul, down to the store. Give her a little crankadoo. Yeah, we're getting nothing. Pop the hood. It won't start either. I can't believe it. And what sucks about this van versus the Jeep is I can't just go to the store and grab a free battery in the parking lot. So, this is an internal latch. All right, if we look at the date, 8/21. So this one fared considerably better. What is that, 2 years and 4 months? So exactly 1 year longer than that El Primo. All right, so 10 millimeter. Negative's off. Let's hit our positive. Okay, that's off. And our hold down here uses a smaller size here, like 8 millimeter or something. Because why not, you know? Why not something different? Why not switch it up? So this battery hold down works exactly the same way. All right, let's see if we can curl this out of here. What did we use last time? My right arm? I don't even know. Let's try our left arm. All right. Here's our super duper one out of the Jeep. It's an Everstart Maxx. Lasted 1 year, 4 months. And here's the one out of the big truck, Everstart Value. And lasted 2 years and 4 months. So 1 year free replacement, 3 year free replacement. This super duper one in the Jeep has 730 cold cranking amps and is starting a V6. I'm trying to remember if it's a 3.6 liter V6 in the Jeep. I think that's right. And this one here in the big Ford E450 only has 650 crank amps versus 730. And this one's starting a 6.8 liter V10 that's been severely overheated by my buddy. Both head gaskets are blown. It's running on 2 bottles of Blue Devil. Only been about 20 minutes and the charger says the battery's at 83%, which means the battery basically has no capacity left. So when the wife gets home, maybe she'll let me use my truck and I can take these to Walmart. I'm hoping that by putting it on the charger ahead of time, it avoids, you know, me hanging around Walmart for 3-4 hours. Now, the conspiracy theory in me makes me think that they put barriers for warranty replacements to try to discourage you from using the warranty. Now, that may not be true, but that's sure as heck what it feels like. Listen to this. She's pretty hot and bothered. She's bubbling. Hope she doesn't explode. All right, it's the next day, and this has been on the charger overnight. It says it's fully charged and maintaining here. So if we hit the button here, it'll say 100%. Let's check its voltages here. 10.96 volts. So it charged it up, and now it's dead still. I had charged the other battery here too, and it displayed very similar behavior. So let's take these both to Walmart, check their current prices differences between the Super Duper and the El Cheapo, and see if this warranty thing is still a scam. Okay, here we are at the Walmart at the Christown Mall. Christown Mall was the first air-conditioned mall in Arizona, maybe the country. Correct me if I'm wrong. AAA battery service here. Kind of funny. All right, for our size 65 here. Here's our value at 69. And here's our max at 140. So exactly twice as much. And then for our H6 here. Yeah, for the H6, all we got is the max down here for 160. That must have been what happened last time. All right, so one of these has a warranty and one doesn't. And the gentleman here is going to test it for us. I put it on the charger overnight. So we'll see if it held anything at all.
All right, so that one's replaced battery.
Okay, so that's kaput, huh?
That one's kaput. We got some progress on this one. Doesn't mean anything, but...
Yeah, that one, when you took off the charger, the voltage would plummet immediately, because I think it has an internal short, probably.
It's just not taking it. It's just not saving more charge in it. Just dead battery.
It's just funny is it's like 1 year and 4 months old, but this summer was was like, you know, July being like 31 days of 110 plus.
Yeah.
It kills them. And then as soon as it gets cold, that's when they show it. Like the damage, you know, because their output reduces as it cools down.
Yeah, I figured that out when I came out, because I came out here from California. It's like, had that battery 3-4 years.
So that's a charge and retest.
To be a charge and retest.
All right. Well, the good news is on the charge and retest is I think this one's out of warranty anyways, right? So the
A21, and that's the 1 year. Yeah, that'll be out.
so it's not prorated or anything, is it?
No.
That's even better because now I'll just go grab another one. I don't have to wait for the charge and retest.
Right.
Because otherwise you're just hanging out at Walmart for 4 hours.
Yes. Quite frustrating.
Yeah, because it's never, the way it works is, you give me your battery, I
Yeah.
go put it on the charger, you're here, it's gonna go through the whole process.
Yeah.
You give me your battery and you leave,
Right.
it's done with 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's how it works. So cool. So I'll grab another one of these, and this one should be under warranty. Okay, good. That would have worked out because it could have worked out the other way. Where the out of warranty one failed its test immediately, and the in warranty one I got to hang out for 4 hours. So perfect. I ended up having to buy both of them. The El Cheapo was 2 years, 4 months old, and so it didn't have a warranty anymore. It's only a 1 year warranty, and it was $75.74. So even though the Jeep's battery was only a year and 4 months old and with a 3 year warranty, it turns out I must have replaced it once, and I must have bought the original one in 2019. So it already failed once under warranty, and so I only got a year and 4 months out of that one. And that battery was, after tax, it was $174. So well over twice as much. Because you have to remember, if the battery costs twice as much, the tax is also twice as much. So, I mean, it's just, oh. So you pay twice as much for this. They don't, so the only reason I bought the 3 year warranty again is they don't even make this in the cheap one at Walmart. So you have to buy the Maxx. All right, we'll do this one first because I left the wrench under it. One nice thing about the Ford's clamp versus the Jeep is they give you this extended nut here, so you don't have to fumble around on the side of the battery so much. Can't find my battery terminal cleaner, but here's a pipe cleaner for doing copper pipes. This is the only time I clean these is when I change the battery. That looks pretty nice. Let's give this one a little how you doing? Perfect. All right, let's put this down there. I've never understood the terminals on the Fords. You have to kind of squeeze here in order to tighten the clamp. And let's put our little rubber cap over it here. Beautiful. Good for another 2 to 3 years if you're in the Phoenix area. If you live somewhere where the climate's not so extreme, your batteries will last longer. Come on. All right. What's good is that you ran all these lines right around the battery box, and you get to smack everything with a heavy battery as you put it together. So there's our little bolt hole there. Stick this down in there. All right, now let's do our positive first. Oh man, this battery terminal looks grody. And because it's a recessed terminal, I can't get my weird where did that thing get off to? The heck? Okay, let's see if our negative is nasty. Ah! All right, guys, well, that confirmed our suspicions. Don't pay twice as much for a battery just for the 3-year warranty when you can buy the one that's half as much, keep the money, self-warranty, and not have to mess around with the exchange. They don't seem to last any longer. We just saw that. 1 year, 4 months versus 2 year, 4 months. And it was the cheap one that lasted 2 years, 4 months. Yeah, so you're paying twice as much. The cost of the replacement battery, which they're probably gonna have to give you, is baked into the battery right from the beginning. And check this out. If you buy a 3-year warranty battery and you get the battery to last 2 years, 6 months, well, they'll give you another one, but it doesn't move your warranty out. So it still starts from that beginning. So if the new battery craps out after 7 months, you're hosed. You still only got 3 years. See, on the self-warranty, if the battery lasts for 4 years, you know, the weather's really nice for a year, or I live someplace more temperate and the battery lasts 4 years and then it dies, I get to buy another one and it goes another, say it goes like 2 more years. Well, I'm getting 6 years. Or say it goes 3 years and I'm getting like 7 years for the same cost as you got 3 years out of this battery, you know, out of this expensive one. If this one goes 3 years and 1 month, you're totally hosed. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. Just remember to stay cheap all the time. Cheap car batteries, cheap dinners. Don't even take her to dinner. Cheap food, cheap medicine, expired food. Don't buy dog food. Feed your cats to your dogs, then eat your dogs. Don't spend money on anything cheap. 100 years, guys, cheap. Don't buy pet food. Don't buy pets. Don't buy anything. Don't buy shoes. Just don't buy anything. Just ride a 10-speed. Be real miserable all the time. Just don't. It's cheap, guys. Cheap all the time. No warranties on nothing, guys. Just find it cheap. The Jeep hoods open up without any locks. Just free batteries. Just cheap all the time, guys. I'll see you guys later.